What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks, alright? Let's get straight right into it. So you already know, definitely, this was such a great game. Just an epic game when it comes down to it, especially when you look at it from what Luka has done, the history he has made. This is obviously a game that happened not last night, but the night before, which was game 1 between the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks are obviously the 7th seed. The Clippers are the number 2 seed. And Luka, again, dropping 40 in his first playoff game, his playoff debut, which is something that, what is this, like third or second or whatever, second? No, sorry, it's the most most points in a playoff debut from someone his age. So that's like you're in the ilk of MJ and all these other guys. Like, it's actually different, right? So, so when you look at that category and that type of tier that he's in his only second year in the league, like that's just different, man. That's just different. So anyways, you already know, let's go into that context, cause I give it that context. Let's go straight right into it, boy. So as we see, Kawhi started off the quarter on the bench, you know what I'm saying? And he was staggering the minutes. He had Paul George in at the start of the fourth quarter. So let's see what Elite looks like, as well as Luka on the bench as well. Okay, PG off the screen. You gotta make that, boy. You gotta make that. Good way to come off the down screen and curl. My God, Reggie. That's how you my goodness, Montrez. You gotta go up stronger than that, or hit him with a floater if you know her. My goodness. Boban said, I'm strong. Go on. We be talking about great crossover Trey Burke. My God, had Landry slipping. PG-13. We see your scene. My goodness. My God, Hardaway. Getting buckets the harder way. Bruh, definitely was elite. Look like down the stretch. My goodness, what we doing, Burke? Okay, with the handoff, see right here, you see? So Shandry's coming off the down screen, okay? You can see that Burke is setting the screen. PG is like, oh my God, gets caught by the screen, expecting Landry to switch. He doesn't switch, and then Hardaway with escape. My goodness. Hardaway getting buckets the harder way. What we talking about here, man, bro? And if you look at it back at the replay, see right here, and this is actually more PG's fault than Landry. You can see Landry looked, and it looks like PG's going through the screen like he's through, and so Landry leaves him, and then that's when he's like pointing. He's like, no, I'm caught, and it's too late. It's indecision. My God, and that's too late. And he's getting mad at Landry, and it looks like Landry is the sussing, but he's not the one sussing. You know what I'm saying? What we doing here? Good pass. Oh, my goodness, Montrez. You know what the Don says? He's back, boy. Who's over there? Take Burke. Let him know so you can see he gets Trey Burke, okay? What we doing here? Let's go. Okay, defense. Beverly. You can see he's slipping and he's like, God damn, bitch. He's like, bruh. And you can see Doc Rivers is like, God damn. He hit it with the Cat Williams face. He's like, really, Beverly? What are you doing? Okay. Oh, my goodness. Curry can get buckets in a hurry. You see that double clutch floater? That's elite. Floater if you know her. What are we doing here, though? Cook him. You got to. My goodness. PG-13. We see your scene. And then Kawhi comes back in with 8:08 coming back into the quarter, into the fourth, comes back in and down the stretch, he's going to close it out. So again, he's coming in earlier than, like 6 minutes and stuff like that. And obviously you see that Recall matches him with Luka, brings him in at the same time. This is elite coaching. This is deep level, rotational context. And that's what you got to do sometimes. And this is what I like to see. What we doing here? Rebound. Good tip. Look at Beverly tipped over a Boban, tip it to Montrez. That's elite. The little things, man. Oh my God. What are we doing here? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's how you feel? PG-13. We see your scene. He's letting mans know I'm here. Change the narrative, man. Paul George is eating. If you sleep in getting buckets, it ain't the weekend. My goodness, boy. my goodness. You see that? The little step back in the hezzy? And don't reach. If you reaching, you gotta teach him. Come on now. Bro, that boy. You got so many closers, weapons. It's just elite. What we doing here? Good switch. Bro. Okay, you got it back. You know, Luka be slow. He be slow beat you, though. Okay, right here. You see, bro. You can see right here. He's contact. Morris is there. Morris is there, OD. And Paul George don't need to help. But this is at the end of the day. You know, Paul George is overreacting, doing too much, but at the end of the day, you're not mad at it because, Paul George helped. You don't want it, but at the end of the day, you got to look at what's happening with the Clippers. They reacted to Paul George helping, and they still got a good situation out of it. You can see now Green has to help, and he's over to the corner, which is the smart thing to do. Pick up Paul George, and then Beverly is in between two. He's right directly in between two people in the line of the vision, and he's right there because they have no spacing over there. So this is actually what you want. If you look at the two, Curry and Finney-Smith, they're actually too close together. So Beverly played it well. They reacted to Paul George over helping, and they still played it well. And this is what you want. This is good sight for the Clippers. But then this just shows you just how different and how elite when it comes to Luka. Like, Luka is just a different breed. The fact that he's able to recognize this and choose the right person who he needs to pass to, my goodness, look at this. With no spacing, he's still in a bad situation, has elite vision, and can read and react in a small window, and decide who he's got to pass to and who's going to be more open. Because if he makes the wrong read, this is either a steal or it's going to be nothing out of this. And the fact that this is just elite vision. This is premium vision, premium high tier type of vision. And you can see that Beverly's right in between both of them. There's no space, and so it's hard for him to choose. And he still is going to find a way to find the guys. This is why Luka is just a different breed, and his passing is just elite. Makes the right read. Look at this. Right over Beverly, and then he still has to react, and then he still gets a contest, but it's still a great pass. Boom. My goodness, Seth. Jump shot so wet. He said I'm the best. Curry though. Who are you talking about, man? That's just elite, Luka. That's great vision. Out of that situation, that's tough. My goodness. My goodness. He said I'm gonna kill him to the max. Kawhi, not. Please don't try. Stop, boy. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Okay, they switching. Okay, you already know what we doing here. And you can see, obviously, again, Beverly getting into it with Max. That's a tech. That's okay. He can say, okay, now it's okay. You give a tech to Porzingis, and then now you just leave that one. You could have left that one before too. What we doing? My God, you know what it do? What we doing? Kawhi, not. Please don't try. Stop, boy. It's what elite looks like. My God, so many weapons, so many closers. Put the team on your shoulder. My goodness. Blow by, you know why. He's putting the team on my shoulder. My goodness. I'm the Rock. Boulder. My goodness. What are we doing here? Okay? Mano y mano. Oh, that's how you feel? And then look at Beverly. Beverly doesn't box out Trey Burke from the corner. Leaves him open. These are the little things that matter, man. How are you going to let this pinch man get the rebound? Trey, my goodness, man. What we doing here? Blow by. Good pass. Beverly in the paint. What? Double clutch me. He said, you got to trust me. What we doing? He said, switch. Get the cake. Come on now. Y'all doing. That's how you feel? Good tip. Good hustle on the offensive glass. Okay, what we doing? You already know what time it is. You know who we go to. We know who we go to. Move. It's me. Mano y mano. But the team. Island. That's how you feel? My goodness. Bruh, that's what I'm talking about. That's elite. Create. Don't force pickup. Don't do none of that shit. Create and get a bucket when it's time. When it's time, it's all you. That's why they call you. What we doing? That's how you feel, boy? I like it. Be aggressive. Good steal. My God, the hustle. Tightrope. My goodness, that's how you. That's what? Come on. Bruh, I don't like that shot, but I'm not mad at it. Have that confidence. I'm not mad at it because at the end of the day, I trust my. Yo, Luka with his slow gathers, his slow creeps. My goodness. It's just, you just be bodying man's out the way low key. What we doing here? Good no look. My goodness. Beverly. He said, Pat. He said, I got that bread. I can hit the 3-2, boy. What we talking about? Get a stop. Get a stop. What we doing here, Luka? Hey, my God, Luka. Getting buckets like I'm Luka. Come on now. They're trying to get to Kawhi. They know that it's time. When it's time, we go to him. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, now it's my time, Lou. Show him. My. You gotta make that, Lou Will. That's how you feel. You gotta get that bucket, boy. Oh, good cookie, Beverly. My God, no one has better, D. You see him holding up the one for first team. What the? Yo, Lou. Come on now. What we doing? This is ugly. Oh, you pulled it? Curry, you should have hit Hardaway in the corner, but it's whatever. I'm not that mad. They shoot high percentage, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's a make or miss league. That's what they say. It's a make or miss league. That's what they say. Come on now, Morris said I can score it. What we talking about? Too many scores here, boy. My goodness. So that's elite. Mano y mano with Kawhi. Show me something. No screen. Show me. My goodness, he just broke Kawhi's chest. That's how you feel? He said I'm the best, bruh. And he's even limping in a 1-2. My God, look at the hezzy and look at the separation off the body. Hey, my goodness, bro, drop him off at the lobby, and you can see that he's feeling it, especially in the first quarter when he got padded and he fell and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, he still fought through. My goodness, I love it. So what we doing here? Mano a mano, Morris. Oh my goodness, that's great defense. Morris played the best defense on Luka was Morris. Hey, come on, yo. Why y'all fighting each other for the rebound? Come on, I know you want the stat, but god damn, yo. What are you doing here? Morris played elite defense on Luka. Elite with girth, with body up. What we doing here? Body up. My goodness, what we doing is all you, PG. We have multiple closers. Move out the way. Switch, pick the switch, didn't work. Mano y mano, it don't matter. Buckets on a platter. My goodness, PG-13. We see your scene. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Let him know. Yeah. Change the narrative. Tell him that you can do it too. Tell him that you can do it too. What we talking about, boy? My goodness, buckets on a platter. We close. My God, through the leg escape dribble. Bruh, that's what elite looks like. And that's Game Boy no Nintendo. This is what elite looks like. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, let's talk about what happened when it comes to the KP ejection. I did not like that at all, obviously. And you heard Doc also as well say he did not want that. He wants to face the team at their best. He doesn't want no excuse. There's no excuse, just produce type of thing, basically. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that, it's like, I know a lot of people are saying, yes, obviously the letter of the law by the rule book, just the context is you basically award each situation differently, independently. You don't really look at it as, okay, you know what, this kind of chain reaction to this and this and this. You don't do that. You just take each individual situation independently and you give it out. And if that's your second technical, that's on you. You got one before. And that's kind of the context, and that's the defense for the referees in this situation when it comes to giving KP his second technical. But for me, it's the same thing. I feel like that's cap. That's all lies. At the end of the day, the game is politics is part of the game. Also, you have to understand that everything is situational. It's KYP, know your personnel, know your situation, KYS, know your situation, whatever you want to say. You don't do everything independently. That's not how it works. Because if that's the case, then a lot of these mans will just get straight 6 fouls. There's mans like, even if you look, even yesterday in the Lakers game, there's certain times man has 5 fouls. They overturn calls. They don't even want to give him his 6. So even though it's actually a foul to the letter of the law, but because it's a smaller one, it's a tic-tac one, we won't call that one because it will give him his 6. His 6th foul has to be an actual obvious foul and a blatant foul. That's kind of the context. If you could apply that within a game when it matters, because at the end of the day, you don't want to start to come out. This is why they're here. This is what we pay for, etc. Then you have to do that as well, especially when it comes to a star and it comes to a situation that was quickly stopped. You go review it, you see that, okay, you know what? He just kind of like back up. Okay, you know what? Whatever. It's just like a hand. That's not really, there's literally nothing there. And you want to give mans a double technical when you know you already had one? No, you apply and use context at the end of the day, like you do for every single thing when it comes to, it's the same thing. Draymond be hollering. Any other man, because he doesn't holler, now that he hollers, you give him a technical because it's out of character. He's mad. But a man who always hollers, like Draymond, always hollers, for him to get a technical has to be hella reckless. There's bare times where I'm like, oh, Draymond's about to get a technical. They don't, because they know that's the way he is. That's the way he acts. He yells for everything, whether it's small, whether it's big. He's not just mad. He's just hollering. So if you can apply context to that, then apply context. The same thing when Meta World Peace threw the elbow and then they looked at it, because if anytime World Peace or Ron Artest is in an altercation because of his history, you normally give him the negative side of the stick as opposed to somebody else. That's kind of the context that is just naturally just applied as human beings when it comes to refs. And this is the same thing they do. For LeBron, they nice LeBron in certain ways where they wouldn't nice this player. They nice this player in certain ways they wouldn't nice this player. Harden always be drawing fouls. So even if he goes, he bobs his head, he's going to get the foul because he's used to always drawing a foul. It's kind of, it's just the context that you have to apply. And it's just the personnel and KYP or KYS or K, know who you are type of thing. Know who you're dealing with. So you have to apply that when it comes to the situation at hand, and that's why I didn't like that technical. So the fact that KP was removed and Luka was still going to work, still creating stuff at a mismatch. Now, him going to the paint is not something that will happen all the time, because you notice when Zubac was there, he wasn't always going to the paint, or he'll have to force pick up and kick it out, etc. And he still has vision regardless. But when they went small ball, when they put Morris at the 5, or Jermichael at the 5. That's not, and they were switching everything. That's when now Luka was going to work. I would rather them have Morris. This was Morris's best game as a Clipper to me. He was eating in his own ISO bag and shooting, etc. And then defensively, he was doing Mo Harkless type of vibes, because he's more stronger and he's just a bigger body. He can match up with Luka, especially Luka not being someone who's hella quick. It just matched up perfectly for Morris. He actually has the quickness advantage. So he was getting cutoffs like I showed. He's getting cutoffs and all that type of stuff. But when they pick the switch and he's off of him, that's when now, like, let's say Kawhi or whoever was on him, he's being shifty, has he blow by jump stop, how he does his slow gathers, and that he's beating mans. So when you look at that, it's just, that's something they need to fix when it comes to the Clippers if they want to, keep this winning, moving, especially get game 2 in this series. Now, when they look at the Mavs can score, man. Even if you're up, you seen how they start out the gate 18-2. They're like, yo, it's a different game. We're ready. We getting in, picking up Luka half court. We're getting in this girl with Pat Beverly and just stealing, forcing them to 5 turnovers, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they're going to find the rhythm. They're going to find their run, especially KP being able to pop. It's just Mavs present a lot, especially hitting threes too. Their offense is just potent, man. So they're never out the game ever. They're never out the game. Same thing like Houston. They're never out the game. This team is just potent, especially Luka with elite vision. He's not just dribbling to dribble. He does sometimes, but he actually has vision. Man, Luka, he's a generational talent, man. He's a generational talent, and the league is in good hands when it comes to Luka. But the Clippers side now, Paul George can close, Kawhi could close, Lou Will can close. You know what I mean? You have Pat Bev, who's nitty gritty. He could shoot. You could put Shamet in. Like, they have so many weapons. Morris has shown that he can close even when he was with the Celtics. So we just have so many closers. You have Montrez, who's still there as a dog, and he didn't even play that much minutes because he's getting his rhythm and he's fatigued. So imagine when he gets his grooving. You know what I'm saying? It's just the Clippers, man. I still think that they can win the next game and they could be good. It's just they have to try and contain Luka more, because again, imagine Luka still doing that, and then you still have Porzingis in the game, and you know how he's a matchup nightmare. So this could go, if they keep playing like this, the Mavericks, they could, catch up on you and get a game, and this could go 6-7. So we don't know. I predicted that the Clippers will win in 5 because they've had their number. And I think that they'll just turn up. They won't be lackadaisical like when they had an 18-2 run, and they'll keep, get fine-tuned. So I still think it should be a 5-game series, but you never know, man. But anyways, it's True Talks, because True Talks, share, like, and subscribe. We out here. There's no doubt here, and there's no drought here. You feel me? Game 2 is today, so tune in. You already know. Bruh. Again, spare with me. If a video, normally a video might be supposed to be the next day or whatever. If it's not and it's a day later, I'm trying, these videos be taking, bro, they be taking, like I said, 10 to 16 hours around there. So sometimes it's hard getting both in the same night. And then the games are early. It's not like the games are to the evening. So it's harder. You know what I'm saying? So just work with me, bear with me. I'm trying, y'all. Be patient. Again, share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Get this channel, with more subscribers. The more subscribers, the more better. The more, I can maybe moving down the line get more help, etc. But for now, at the end of the day, like, just keep sharing, liking, subscribing, posting it, get me out there. You already know. At the end of the day, you came for that IQ, because that's what I do. You feel me? It's that time, great time of the year, games all the way through all day. My goodness, this is what elite looks like. And I'm out, man.